Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time viewing my channel, my name is Monica. Here on this channel I do DIYs, crafting, and occasionally revamping items that I currently have in my house. We have three beautiful fall crafts that we're going to get into on today. So starting with DIY number one, we would just be making a pillow, and you've seen me do the pillow before, but on this particular pillow it's just going to be in a tube style. And this was a rug that was purchased from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has these particular rugs, I think like in maybe three different colors. I know the black and white you see here, this green and white, and more of a I take that back, they have four colors. They have this green and white one, they have a black and white one, they have a gray and white one, then they also have like a taupe and white. And I wanted to use this particular green just for like the fall colors. So as you can see here, I wanted to do a tube pillow. So what I did was just stretched out the actual rug. I'm taking hot glue to do put mine together. Now you can sew yours together if you choose to do so. You can also use the iron-on sew tape. I know that's not what it's called, but they do have a particular tape, and I don't have it in front of me. That's why I can't give you the exact name. But they do have a particular tape that you can actually place on your fabric and just iron it on. Now do make certain that you do leave end open to stuff your pillow if you do choose to decide to do this particular craft. But the hot glue does work pretty good for me. Now on the open end, you can either choose to hot glue it if this is just gonna be a permanent pillow for you, or you can use Velcro. They do have the sticky Velcro that you can actually put in on the end. Now the wording that I'm going to be used came from I did on my Cricut. And remember with your Cricut, when you're doing your heat transfer, to always do a mirror image, because when you get ready to transfer it to your actual fabric, you want to make certain that the lettering is the right way. Now I will say that make certain that if you have a heat press, that's even better. But with your iron, you want to make certain that you have your iron at a good temperature. Mine was a little bit too hot for the thinner letters, but it did turn out okay. And that is going to do it for DIY number one. Okay, moving on to DIY number two. DIY number two, we're going to be making a pumpkin floral holder, whatever you want to call it. Now I will apologize in advance. A lot of my video clippings got lost. I don't know where they're at, so I'm showing you here. What I basically did was take some dog cutters with this coffee can and clipped the silver parts in the center. Then when I took the dog cutters, what I did once I got that clip, I took my X-Acto knife and sliced down the side, and at the bottom I took the dog cutters again and clipped that. And once I did that for both sides, what I did was just take my scissors and cut that last part at the bottom, which was the silver piece. So once I had that cut, I have my two pumpkins that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm going to apply the two pumpkins to both sides. Now one side, of course, will not have that silver part for your can. Now what I was going to do, and I don't know if this clip is going to show it, I did put two of the tower blocks. Oh, here it is. I put the tower blocks there thinking that I can put that there to adhere to the actual wooden pumpkin, but it didn't work out like I was wanting, so I eventually just took those out. But the pumpkin did, once I applied enough glue to this side, the pumpkin did stick pretty good, so I didn't need the actual tire blocks on this. So once I have both pumpkins glued down to the actual can, now you don't have to do this out of a coffee can. You can also do this out of a jug that has that curve like base, like a big plastic vinegar jug, a big soda jug, or anything that's going to give you that arc like curvature when you cut it in half. You can use that as well. Now, as you can see here, I started out with this Valspar sample paint that looks like a sky blue. That was not the color that I was going for. So what I did, like I told you guys in the beginning, a lot of the footage got lost. So what I did was mix that sky blue with this dark green, as you can see here. And the green paint came from Dollar General. And so once I mixed those two together, that became my pumpkin color of choice. Now what I painted the can with was the Waverly antique chalk paint, and that was from Wal Mart. Now what you see me doing here is putting, and I forgot you guys, also for the top piece, I did take a piece of the plunger, wooden plunger that I think you probably seen me use that before, but it's a wooden plunger piece that you can get from Dollar Tree. I cut it down to size to fit in between the two pumpkins, and I just hot glued it on into the center of the two pumpkins. And I also painted that with the Waverly antique paint. So what you see me using here is these little gem sticky adhesive strips from Dollar Tree as well. The original color was blue, but I spray painted it with a metallic paint. Now that you do not have to do that. I just wanted that to be on the ends right there, so that it didn't look like just a blank piece on the end. So I just added that for just a little bit more flair, and added some greenery, some little pumpkins from Dollar Tree, some little flowers, and that completed DIY number 2. Okay, DIY number 3 is our last craft. Real simple, easy crafts. Here I'm using the Waverly moss chalk paint, some of the green raffia, these wooden letters from Dollar Tree. This is some of the garland, wired garland that Dollar Tree has, and some of these stem chunks that Dollar Tree also sells. Now, of course, I'm using our free laminate flooring. I have 3 pieces here. Now, this particular piece I got that actually will lock together. I have 2 in the back and 1 in the front. So I'm using 3 of the sample pieces, gluing 2 for my back piece, and the one last piece will be glued on top of these 2 pieces using hot glue. Once I do that, I'm just going to simply paint the pumpkin to my choice, which will be the Waverly moss. Now you can choose to paint this whatever color that you choose to do. Now once I have this painted and completely dried, I'm then going to apply my wood stick piece to the center. Once I have that glued to the center, I'm then going to go in with that garland. Now this particular garland has like a red beaded look. I did not want that red beaded look, so I just went in and painted those like with a little gold light color, I think. And I also will be wrapping the raffia around to make a bow. And with the wooden letters, I'm just going to take an initial out and paint it also with the golden color. I chose this, it was a stencil light gold color, and I think I do show you that in the clip. And I will glue my letter on, and like I said, I put the this little garland on around the stick piece, and I just rolled it around my finger to give it that rolled up look. And that was it, you guys, for DIY number 3. As always, I would like to thank you all for viewing my channel. If you haven't done so as of yet, please subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. And also, please hit that thumbs up button to like this video. And also remember, you can follow me on Instagram at UKNEIK. Hope that everyone have a wonderful day.